Many people do ask me this question anyways. They say, my mind is full of negative thoughts. My mind is full of unwanted thoughts. How do I set this right? So the first and foremost thing I tell them is, Namaste and welcome to Alpha Mind Powers channel. In this channel, we talk a lot about the mind, the different facets of the mind, how the mind works, and how we can make it work the way we want it to work. All that we talk about, all that. So today also, we are going to talk about the mind. And in the recent live program that I was doing on YouTube, one lady had asked a question, made a request actually. She said, please make a video about decluttering the mind. So that is why this video, this is all about that. Many people do ask me this question anyways. They say, my mind is full of negative thoughts. My mind is full of unwanted thoughts. How do I set this right? So the first and foremost thing I tell them is, go and clear everything in your house. Clean your house. Keep everything in a proper place. It should be like this in every house. A place for everything and everything in its place. So you create a place for any object in your house. This is the place where it should be, and make sure that it is kept there, whether it's the dustbin or whether it is a yoga mat or anything that you have in the house. It should be in its own place, not lying down anywhere. So if you remove the clutter from your house, if you clear the clutter from the house, because any clutter in the house makes the mind also feel cluttered. So that is one thing. It may surprise you when I say this, but it really works. You can try it and see. The second point is, any objects in your house that you are not using, which you may not be using, which you really do not want, or which are not usable at all, those objects should be thrown out. We have this festival called Bogi, which comes on the day before Pongal. It's approaching now, of course, some time is there, but on that Bogi day, generally there is a practice where they get rid of all those unwanted things from the house. So once a year, the house gets decluttered. See, most of our festivals are very meaningful if you look at them. So that way, make it a point to throw away objects, throw away, give away, sell, whatever is comfortable for you. But if you do not want an object, you are not going to use it, or it's not working for you, then don't keep it in the house. In every house, there are so many clocks that do not work. Because when a clock doesn't work, it's cheaper to buy a new one than to get it repaired. So we buy a new one. But the old one will be lying in one corner somewhere. We don't throw it off. Similarly, if you see in the kitchen, there will be old mixies mixie jars or mixies which do not work. Then there will be these dosa tawas. You know, you buy a new one. When the old one gets chipped off, then we buy a new one. But what do we do with the old one? We don't throw it off. We keep it in one corner. So that way, there are many things which do not work. And all these objects which do not work, they emit a lot of negative energy. That is the truth. And in fact, when somebody suffers from constipation, which is a physical problem, then also in the spiritual world, what we say is, go and clear your house, throw away whatever you do not need from the house, get rid of things, and automatically constipation will be over. Because constipation is when you want to get rid of something and it's not going out of the body. It's a very painful thing. So clearing things from the house can also help you to get rid of constipation. It may sound very strange, but this has really worked for many people. So you can try that also and see. And point number 3, create a divine atmosphere in your house. That's very, very important. Like lighting a lamp and using some agarbatti, lighting an agarbatti or a sambrani, you know, the dhoop that we use. Those kind of things, or playing some nice slokas in the morning and evening in the house. It all creates a very beautiful atmosphere, very good vibration in the house. And when this happens, automatically your mind will become better. And the best advantage here is, when you create a very good divine atmosphere in the house, it's not only your mind, but it's the minds of all the people there which will become better, which means it results in better atmosphere in the house, better relationships, everything. So you can definitely try that. Not try, you must do it. Every house needs that good positive energy. And point number 4, whenever there is a negative thought in the mind, cancel it and replace it with a positive thought. For example, Supposing you have some work that day and you say, I will not be able to complete this work today. That's a negative thought. So cancel it in the mind and replace it with a thought which says, I am completing this work today. And the main thing here is, if you cancel the negative thought and leave it like that, then you are creating a void in your mind where the negative thought will come back and sit. So that is why you not only cancel the negative thought, but you also replace it with a positive thought. So you ensure that only the positive thought remains. If you keep on doing this again and again, you will find that your negative thoughts come down, or they may even disappear completely. So that's another thing you can do to keep your mind clear and with more positive energy. And the last but not least, I would always say meditate, because meditative state is the natural state in which a human being should live, being in a meditative state. But we have come a long way from it. There is so much stress in our mind, so much of clutter in our mind that we can't even imagine being calm and peaceful. Many people say that. And meditation is one way of showing your mind that you can also be like this. You don't have to be always, boiling. You can also be calm. You can be composed. You can feel good. You can feel a very good energy. So when the mind is shown that state every day, then slowly the mind starts looking for it. The mind wants to be calm and composed and quiet. And then what happens? The mind will select only things which help it to be calm and composed. And whatever makes the mind a little ruffled, it says, no, I don't want to get into this. Even getting into an argument, you will avoid. So everyday meditation is something which is necessary to keep your mind in that state where it keeps experiencing a little more pure divine energy. So these are simple 5 points which anybody can follow. And when your mind is absolutely pure, thoughts are also pure, and the energy within you is very pure, then your mind becomes like a temple where God, the divine, can reside. So try all this and let me know how you feel.